The unemployment report for January the 21st is out. We're going to go through the unemployment report, and then we're going to go through the charts to look at the S&P 500 versus unemployment to see if there's trends there. But before we do, if this is your first time at our channel or you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button at the bottom. My name is Travis Sickle, certified financial planner, helping you reach your financial goals. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on the screen. We're going to go through the unemployment report. So here it is for January the 21st, 2021. The initial claims was 900,000, a decrease of 26,000 from the previous week's revised levels. The 4-week moving average, 484,000 with an increase of 23,500 from the previous week's revised levels. So there is an uptrend in unemployment on initial claims. Now let's go by state because these numbers look a little bit interesting this week. So if we're looking at California, not really surprising. Every single week it has higher numbers than every other state, but it also has a much larger population, 182,625, and that is for the initial claims. That's an increase of just 21,636. But the total percentage is at 5.8%. Now, remember, we're looking at two different weeks here. So on the left with the initial claims, it's January the 9th, and the insured unemployment is for January the 2nd. So jumping down to here to Kansas, also surprisingly high at 66,000, which is an increase of 22,000. Quite a jump there. And then New York, not a surprise, 73,000. And the total at 1.1 million with an increase of 192,000. But with these initial or the insured unemployment numbers, the percentages are what's interesting. Because if you look at Alaska doesn't have high numbers, net numbers relative to other states, but their percentages is kind of high at 6.6%, where California is at 5.8%, Colorado at 5.6%, Indiana at 6.1%. But again, there's Kansas at 7.5%. So I don't know what's going on in Kansas at 100,000, just over 100,000. And then Pennsylvania at 7.2% and Washington State at 5.5%. So 7.5% for Kansas. So I don't know what's going on with Kansas. I don't know why they have the highest percentages. And they've had what looks like a little bit of a spike in their unemployment. So I don't really know what's going on over there. But let's go ahead and jump over to the chart so we can see what's going on in trends. Let me get rid of some of these right here, and we'll look at just the S&P 500 for a second over the last year. And if we put it in terms of percentages, that's 17.8% going through a pandemic. Pretty amazing. Year to date, 2.62%. Over the last 3 months, 12.3%. 6 months, 19.43%. Now, if we start comparing these, the trends, we'll throw in the initial claims right there, and we'll back it out to the 1 year. And we could see the same trend we look at every week, down in the market, anticipating unemployment spiking. And then if we add the unemployment rate with the insured unemployment rate, there was something interesting that I was looking at before, that why or how would the insured unemployment rate, which is more of a overall unemployment rate, be higher than, the insured unemployment rate are those that are collecting benefits. But once you exhaust those benefits, you could still be unemployed, not going back to work, but you're not getting those benefits from your state, but you're still unemployed. So how is the total unemployment rate, this blue line right here, higher or lower than the insured unemployment rate? And the reason is because the unemployment rate is monthly, whereas the insured unemployment rate is weekly. So I was just looking at that. So if you did hit pause on this just to look at this chart and try to figure out how is that possible, that is what I believe is the reason. So we see the trends here. Again, the market going down, anticipating the spike. So that's what we're seeing in the short term as well. A little bit of a spike, but it's really uncertain right now what's going to happen with unemployment just because we have a new administration and there's going to be a lot of changes. So will there be a shift? Will there be a shift in unemployment from certain industries to others? And that's what we might see over the next couple of weeks, months, and moving forward in unemployment. So there could be a lot of changes for unemployment. So we're going to have to wait and see on that. And that is a quick update for the unemployment report for January 21st and the market. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and leave your comments down at the bottom.